I'll keep it here. Okay. Karthik, Abhishek, Kumar Tiwari, X-Man Bro. Okay, X-Man Bro, hi. So nice to connect with all of you. I believe you are all connecting with me from remote locations. Can you give me an idea, where are you all from? Are you from around Delhi NCR or from other states, Southern India, Northeast? Give me a quick idea where you are. I'm always amazed about what technology can do. Okay, what all features, innovations comes up with, and where all am I able to reach? Okay, it's an excellent feeling because of technology. I talk to so many of you so far away from the country. Hi, Devakar Pathak, Abhishek. Okay, you are from Prayagraj, Surat, Gujarat. Okay, excellent. Your name is Anonymous Caveman. You want to learn from me, but you want to keep yourself anonymous. Good evening, Swati. Good evening, Swati. Hi, Karthik. Hi, how are you? Good evening. So my regret, I joined a bit late because of the internet streaming problems, but now we are on target. Okay, just to tell you what is the intention of this workshop. So this is a workshop for all those who are going to start off with geography optional as your subject for the examination. And the intention is to guide you so that you can prepare for the exams and prepare for the subject in a proper organized way. One of the concerns that I always have about students is that students jump into the examination, they jump in the race without really knowing much about the nature of the examination. Either you are unawares because it is a problem of information access, or many of you have your own assumptions about what the examination is. So these workshops, I believe, will help you clarify some of these issues. So welcome all of you. Hi, Ayush, Rai, namaste. Namaste to you too. So we have students from all across, excellent. So repeating, this is a workshop for geography optionals. Now there are 4 or 5 questions students ask me about geography optional. One is what is the safety factor in taking geography as an optional, and if geography can help you qualify, and if geography can help you manage a good rank. That is one. The second question students ask me is how to prepare in terms of what books to read and what references to follow. The third is if geography optional can be a choice for students who do not have geography as their background, or geography in an optional as a subject in the graduation. The fourth question students ask me is how much time does geography take, and how easy or difficult geography as a subject is. And finally, of course, what are the focus areas which students should concentrate on? Should they complete entire syllabus? Should they be being selective on some topics? These are the 4 or 5 questions that students ask me. Hi, Aditya. Hello, Aditya. Okay, fine. Ayush, hi. So let me take up the first question. Now see, the nature of subject, geography, the nature of subject is such that this subject does not require you to be a student of geography in the graduation. In fact, more often than not, I tell my students, I'm happy if students come without a background because it helps me teach from scratch without any preconceived notions about the subject. When people come to me with geography optional, it takes me about 1 or 2 weeks to convince them that what we will teach as geography is definitely very different in approach compared to what they must have studied geography in their graduation. So it doesn't matter, whatever graduation subject you have come from, whatever is your background, although the trend is most of the engineering students prefer geography, most of the students who come from science background prefer geography. And that's because the nature of subject is such, approximately about, you can say, 10-15% of the subject is having its base in the core sciences, खासकर physics में. But that is not a deterrent for those not having science as their fundamental base. Doesn't matter. You all can take geography optional, irrespective of what background you come from. So that's one. And our teaching method will be such that we'll try ensuring that you are able to understand, you're able to cope up with whatever we teach. In fact, our batches will start from October the 11th. And for the first, approximately about the first 20-25 days, we will be covering a lot of basics of geography that is part of your NCERTs. Doesn't matter, Akhil, you are welcome. Even if you are a graduate in physics, it's no problem. You can always join us. Okay, you will be supported in the preparation process. So it doesn't matter if you do not have geography as an optional. And the approach that we have is, we teach you the basics through NCERTs. We teach you through certain refresher courses where you take you the basics. That, of course, will help you set up the base for the topic, ultimately part of the syllabus. So it doesn't matter. It does not matter what background you come from. The first question I've answered. The second question is that how good is geography as an optional? How convenient is geography as an optional? Now, see, this is a question which I always discuss with the assumption that you all know this examination is a challenging examination. आपको पता है यूपीएससी का सिविल सर्विसेज अपने आप में ही एक चैलेंज है. यूपीएससी का ज्योग्राफी अपने आप में पार्ट ऑफ द लार्जर एग्जामिनेशन का डिजाइन है. So I do not think you all should really be concerned about whether the papers are easy or tough. I mean, these kind of examinations are bound to be tough. These type of examinations will make demand at a level where most students perhaps will not manage if they don't change their mindset. तो इसके लिए परेशान होना नहीं है. आसान है, मुश्किल है. Is it doable, not doable? Can we manage or not? These kind of doubts, I think you should completely remove from your mind first. Accept the fact this examination is a very different type of an examination. This examination demands commitment, demands you to be involved, demands that you should be invested at a very, very different level. So I don't think you should be concerned about the paper is tough or not, or the question paper is manageable or not, or the optional is doable or not. The answer is every optional is doable, every paper is scoreable, every subject has its own advantages, every subject can help you qualify. Now, what you must look for is, do you have the aptitude, do you have that type of inclination for the subject or not? That is perhaps the most important criteria, which should be the basis of choosing your optional. और हम ये क्यों कह रहे हैं? Because, see, even if we are very optimistic, even if we are very, very motivated about clearing the examination first attempt, many of you have a objective of studying in and qualifying in 1 or 1.5 years. The fact is, you should be mentally prepared for a second or a third attempt. At least at a mental level, a psychological level, you should be prepared that this examination will take more time than most people think about. So studying for 2 attempts or 3 attempts is approximately 3 to 4 years of efforts. Although I said all of us are optimistic, all of us are driven by the idea that the first attempt is what should be our good attempt. That's a very nice and a very smart way of planning. But if you're prepared for 2 attempts or 3 attempts, you have to be ready for 2 or 3 years. Now, in this kind of a time frame, it's important that you like the subject. For this type of a time frame, it's important that the subject you are studying, the optional paper that you are investing your time in, is something that is capable of holding your attention, is something that is capable of you being interested in it. If you randomly pick up any optional just because you think it is scoring, if you randomly pick up any optional just because some topper has qualified or somebody who has qualified, this will be a very, very big disadvantage. Aapka interest hona chahiye. Somewhere that subject should have something that holds your attention, holds your focus, that calls you to read that. And the only way of knowing that is maybe turn couple of pages, couple of chapters from the NCERT subjects, NCERT textbook. See if you can turn your notes of GS maybe, whichever subject on an average is able to interest you, able to engage you. That should be the basis of your optional selection. Not any random subject just because somebody has qualified in it. Not any random subject just because some topper says it was easy for him. Many a times, we look for reasons in our friend circle, in our social circle. Anybody tells us that he or she has qualified, we think that subject is good for you too. That's not a wise way of choosing an optional. So it is in that regard I'll suggest geography अपने आप में आसान या मुश्किल नहीं है. For that matter, sociology अपने आप में आसान या मुश्किल नहीं है. Anthropology अपने आप में it is easy, difficult नहीं होता है. It's about your interest. It's about whether it can engage you. It's about whether it holds your attention or not. Go for it and then start studying. For most of us who ultimately will take optional, the reality is that you are studying an optional that you have not studied in your graduation. For most of us, you have a subject that you have no background in your graduation study. So let that not bother you. I have a list of students and what backgrounds they come from and what they did qualify with. It's an amazing range of diversity. It's an amazing range. Okay, and it's surprising that many of them choose the optional that is not their background. Maybe because many of them did not have interest in the subject that they have cleared the graduation in. So this answers two questions. Is geography scoring? Is geography capable of giving you ranks? Is geography capable of helping you with marks? The answer is that it is up to you how you study. It's up to you how you prepare for the examination. It's up to you how you have strategized your involvement and your investment in the paper and not the subject itself. Let me demonstrate that for you. I have the data of students of the last couple of years. I hope I am transmitting as clearly and you can see my screen here. Yahan dekhiye aap log, all of you. I have the data of 2020. I have the data of 2020 here. Rank 1, rank 2. Okay. This data. Yeah. अब आप देखिए इसको 2020 का देखिए. Rank 1 is Shubham Kumar. Shubham Kumar had a civil engineering as his graduation subject. Unka optional, however, was anthropology. Rank 2 was Jagruti Avasti. Her graduation subject was electrical engineering, whereas the optional with which she qualified was sociology. Rank 3, Ankita Jain, computer engineering and qualified with philosophy optional. Rank 4, Yash Jaluka, bachelor's in commerce, and the optional is economics. Rank 5, Mamta Yadav. Okay, this girl, physics honors was the graduation subject and option also was physics honors. Yeah, they can make a sense. So engineering, anthropology, electrical, sociology, computer science, philosophy, bachelor's in commerce, economics, and physics honors, physics. Similarly, if you're looking at the 2019 ke ranks, dekhiye aap. Okay, rank 1, Pradeep Singh. Pradeep Singh, graduation was computer science and the optional was public administration. Rank 2, economics, okay, and somehow the same optional. Otherwise, okay, physics, economics, law and law. 2019 was a kind of an exceptional list where the students who had graduation subject, okay, also chose the same subject for their optional. But thereafter, you don't find the same type of a pattern. Ab dekhiye 2018 dekho aap log. Okay, so we have Kanish Kataria. rank 1. Computer science optional was mathematics. Akshat Jain, design graduation, anthropology. Junaid Ahmed, BTech engineering, geography as an optional. Shreyans, okay, mechanical engineering, anthropology. Shushti Jain Deshmukh, chemical engineering and sociology. So the point I'm trying to make is that across years, if you look at even consistently across 4 or 5 years analysis देखेंगे आप, almost every year, the students who qualify, most of them do not have the graduation subject as their optional. It's very rare. Like I said, 2019 perhaps was one of those exceptional years. So the chance of qualifying is not in the subject itself. It is about how you have prepared the optional. So I hope I've cleared your idea about how to choose an optional. And in relationship to that, I said geography has a very good overlap with subjects like environment. Geography has a decent overlap with subjects like economy. Geography will help you understand some of the concepts related to disaster management. So those are some of the advantages you have if you take geography as an optional. Otherwise, I think it's entirely based on your interest. It's entirely based on whether you have the conviction of investing time in the subject or not. Okay, so geography gives you marks. Now, if I look at some of the important data again here, invariably, your top subjects, if I'm looking at the top 5 or 6 subjects, वो 5-6 subjects क्या हैं? The main top 5 subjects are, we have geography, we have political science, we have anthropology, we have sociology, we have public administration, and in recent years, we also have some people qualifying from history optional. These 5-6 subjects that actually give you your ranks in the examination. You will find on an average, okay, each of these subjects give you about 100, they give you about 100 to 120 ranks of the students who qualify. 800 students or 600 students who qualify, on an average, okay, the people who qualify, around 100 to 120 students are from these subjects. Consistently yahi hai. Maybe in some years, geography, number of people from geography could be around 130. In some years, the students from PSIR could be 140. In some years, students from anthropology could be 110. In some years, sociology could probably give you 100 results. But by and large, this is the range in which students qualify. So if you're comparing geography with some other optionals, the point here is that the possibility of qualifying, if you look at the optionals range, most people qualify from these 4 or 5 or 6 optionals. Okay, and the reason could be that these optionals have a good overlap with some other GS paper. And many of them who take the optionals, they take the optional because they are personally interested in it. They are personally keen about learning the subject. That is why it helps them probably. So geography का भी यही कहानी है. अगर आपको interest है and you have the ability of holding the subject with your personal involvement, geography should not be a problem. Now, I'll tell you about the geography subject itself. Now, geography ka, broadly, the papers, we have paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is mostly about the world at large. It's about the climate of the world. It's about the oceans of the world. It's about the environment of the world, population of the world, the urban settlements, the towns and villages of the world, agriculture of the world. So paper 1 is more of what we called as world geography and principles in geography. Whereas paper 2 is all about India. India ka climate, Indian landforms and landscapes, Indian resources, India's agriculture, India's settlements, India's urban problems, India's rural areas, India's agriculture. So paper 2 is more around India and paper 1 is more around the world. And speaking honestly, I think anybody preparing for the UPSC examination, geography is one subject that definitely gives you a very nice bird's eye view of the country that India is. Geography gives you a very nice overall idea about the type of economy that India is, the type of resources that we have in India, the type of diversity of people that we have in India. So in that sense, geography is a great resource to appreciate the country in which you ultimately will be part of the administration, to appreciate the country which you ultimately want to be associated with in terms of policy making, in terms of leadership roles, in terms of your efforts to help the country develop. So geography में वो पूरा diversity है. You study about the landscape of India, the climate of India, the resources of India, the agriculture, trade, and investments coming in for infrastructure and so on. So geography that way is a very diverse subject, a very vast subject, covering good part of India and its resources and development prospects. So I think that way geography definitely will be an advantage for all of you. Now, as far as the syllabus is concerned, Jugnu, syllabus ज़्यादा या कम नहीं होता है. It's about how you study. For example, if your syllabus mentions climate change, now it's up to the teacher and the student what all they want to study under climate change. And the syllabus says urban problems. It's up to the student and the teacher what they want to study under urban problems. I can teach the same climate change in one class. I can teach the same climate change in 5-6 classes also. So the vastness of syllabus or the range of syllabus depends on what type of questions are asked, and importantly, the willingness of the teacher and the taught to engage in deeper discussions. So if you look at the process of preparation, I mean, the same subject can be taught in different time, say durations. There are students who try covering geography in 3 or 4 months. There are teachers who teach geography in 4 or 5 months. There are teachers who take some more time and some less time. So my personal course design is that I take around 6 months to cover your what I call as the foundation course. I take about 6 months. I'm trying to rationalize this. Maybe we can try finishing off this in 5.5 months, but more or less that is what I have planned with. Now, apart from this, I believe all students of UPSC preparation should get into what I call as the advanced course. Dekho, what does the foundation course do? The foundation course kind of gives you a framework of study. The foundation course gives you a base to study. The foundation course helps you familiarize with the concepts of a subject. But if you look at the questions asked, the questions are rarely asked from the foundation content alone. Maybe 15, 20, 30% could be from here, but the questions otherwise are asked from the advanced concept. The questions asked are next level concepts. So, ye advanced concepts karane ke liye, I take around another 3 to 4 months. So, if you look at my duration, it's around 9 months. Yes, the foundation course is 6 days a week, whereas this is approximately 2 or 3 days a week. So the duration required is dependent on what depth of study you want to get into, what type of investments. And I feel that during the foundation course, you actually do not learn answer writing. Answer writing के लिए आपको एक holistic picture पता होना चाहिए. Answer writing के लिए you must have a very broad idea across lot of topics, and then you integrate them into answer writing. In foundation courses ये possible होता नहीं है. The answer writing actually happens once this is over and you get into the advanced course. So whether the syllabus ज़्यादा है या कम है, Jugnu, I'm trying to answer your question. ज़्यादा है या कम है actually depends on whether you understand the exam design or not, whether you understand the exams demands or not. I hope I've answered your question, Jugnu. So this is the plan I have. I'm sure there are teachers who teach in different time durations. There are teachers and students who learn in different time durations, but approximately this is what I take as a part of the geography preparation. So if you look at the preparation, okay, you need to divide your time across two broad courses. So for us, we will start geography in the month of October 11 से शुरू करेंगे हम लोग, and this goes on up till November about 10th or 15th tak. So approximately about a month. This will be largely around NCRTs, largely around the basics in history, in geography. And then starting from November, say, I'm putting a round number here, 15th onwards, the actual foundation course starts. And this will go on for approximately around 6 months. So November to December, January, Feb, March, April, and maybe half of May. So the foundation course goes on approximately up to for another 6 months. Those who want to give the examination in 2023, okay, this के बाद आप prelim दे सकते हैं, though you will have some challenge in terms of managing the remaining part of advanced content. Otherwise, that's your call how you want to prepare, how you want to get ahead in the exam readiness. Have I answered some of your questions? Have you answered some of your questions? Now, Saurav, my suggestion to you will be, if you think that a subject is not mastered enough and you are not able to, have interest in it, despite 1 or 2 rounds of study, it's nice if you rethink and analyze what is going wrong, rather than continuing with the same subject year after year and you not getting hang of it. I think it's wise that you change your optional. Okay, so you should look into that aspect, Saurabh. Otherwise, okay, the foundation course के साथ में आपको advanced content करना पड़ेगा if you really want to get into the exam readiness mode. Any other question you want me to answer, or I can get on with another topic? So I've discussed 2-3 questions. Before I move on, any question you want me to clarify? Any doubt you want me to answer? Hello, Ayush. Hi. Akhil. Doesn't matter if you have physics. Doesn't matter. You can always take geography, Akhil. You're welcome to take. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Any questions you want me to answer? Okay, anonymous caveman. You're welcome to join us in the enrichment program. We're starting from 27th of this month. So today, okay, is 23rd, not far, 22nd, not far from 27th. Acha, let's get on now. Talking about what type of books should you prefer. Now, see, to start your preparation, I'll suggest NCRT is a very important source for all of us. NCRT, the more important ones will be class 11th NCRT and class 12th NCRTs. Okay. However, it'll be nice if you can start reading probably from class 6th, 7th up to class 10. Ye acha rahega. This will help you, okay, have a good command over the subject. Okay. Thank you so much, Suhail. I'll be happy to have you as my student anytime. Test series. Priyanka, we are starting a test series on 27th of September. December se kuch shuru nahi kar rahe hain. Okay, because December, January onwards, slowly, gradually, we will try to get you into the mode of prelims preparation. Okay, so not in December. Okay, Abhishek, today's workshop is about those who are thinking about taking geography as an optional. Advanced course to additional content hoga once you have done your foundation courses. So wo next level ka discussion. Okay, so let me explain the books. Okay, one is NCERT aap kare. Class 11th, 12th is the main book that matters. It'll be nice, however, if you do a bit of 6th and 7th also. Apart from this, there are series of textbooks by Savindra Singh. Saurav, yeah, it'll be my pleasure to have you. Excellent, Suhail. Excellent. Okay. So there are series of books authored by Savindra Singh. Savindra Singh, he is a colossal in geography, a great scholar, a great teacher himself. He has written a lot of books in geography. इनके अलग-अलग किताबें आती हैं. One book is Geomorphology by Savindra Singh. We have Climatology by Savindra Singh. We have Oceanography by Savindra Singh. And we have Environmental Geography by Savindra Singh. My suggestion will be that all these 4 books are important for your reference. You need to refer to the books when you're preparing. Iske alawa, I always recommend one book on Indian geography. Indian geography, you can refer to a book by Khullar, D.R. Khullar, again a very famous scholar and a writer, Khullar. And we also have another book by Majid Hussain. You can buy any of this, that's your choice. Okay, I think with these books, your initial investment will be on track. You don't need to buy all the books at the same time. Okay, so I repeat, the textbook by Savindra Singh, a series of 4-5 textbooks, alag-alag kitabein hain. And then, of course, Indian geography by Khullar or Majid Hussain. Okay, Hemant, there are links you can click. You'll get the details of the entire course, the structure, and also what will be the schedule of the courses. The next batch, Priyanka, for enrichment will be next year. Next year, in the month of September, you'll have enrichment course again. Okay. I don't think so, Hemant. I don't think so. Savindra Singh continues to be a very good book. Yes, the current affair-based, you can say, enrichment is not there, but in terms of concepts, the book is still valid. Shubham, okay, for human geography, if you want to buy, there is a textbook by Majid Hussain. Human geography, again by Majid Hussain. So if you have taken care of these sets of books, your bulk of syllabus is taken care of. For human geography, you can buy Human Geography by Majid Hussain. So geography as an optional, I repeat, anybody can take, does not matter what background you are from. The subject is very good subject. Abhi bhi, you have lot of students qualifying from geography. Even now, geography continues to be one of the most popular optionals. In fact, 2020 examination mein, almost 2,000 students were geography optional students, and almost 120, 125 of them qualified. That's a pretty decent amount of people qualifying. And as far as 21 is concerned, last year, mein, rank 4, okay, Aishwarya Verma was also a geography student. He was my student when I was part of another institute. So happy to have him. Plus, we had other students also who have qualified. So in terms of qualifying chances, geography, I think, continues to be popular one. Whether the subject is difficult or not, I said that's entirely based on how much time you are willing to invest. The only important criteria or the most important criteria for you choosing an optional subject should be your interest in the subject. अगर आपको समझ में आ रहा है concepts, अगर आपको पकड़ में आ रही हैं some of the basic ideas, and the chapters are able to hold your attention, at least 2 or 3 of them that you read from NCERT, I think you can go for the subject. It does not matter what option you have thought about. Geography is one of them, but any subject that you think holds your interest. Plus, I said, geography is a very popular option because it has 15-20% of science content. That's why a lot of engineers and science students find geography to be a convenient option. तो आप उसके लिए ले भी ले सकते हैं, and geography will give you marks. Geography has a huge overlap with GS. Paper 1 ka GS, we had almost 8 or 9 questions from geography alone. Paper 3 mein environment, okay, environment, perhaps geography, okay, will give you a good base for that. There are a lot of questions on economy, infrastructure, agriculture. Disaster management has geography roots. So geography helps in that sense. And I have given you an idea about what will be the time required to prepare an optional. Any other question you want me to clarify? Any other question you want me to address? Please feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I'll move on towards the next. Any question? Okay, fine. Okay. Somehow geography, Saurav, if that is true for you, then either you are not studying geography in a proper way, or maybe it's not your choice, natural. You can leave it, no problem. You don't have to be emotional about the subject beyond a point. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि geography आपका interest hold नहीं कर रहा है, either it could be because the way you have studied it, or maybe it's not your cup of tea. That's something you must decide. But convinced for geography is not your subject, okay, you must take a call. You must take a call. Okay. Now, another question students ask me is about the map work, okay, and how easy or difficult it is and how to do it. Again, something like any other knowledge or any other study tool, map is a very, very important part of geography. Map is an integral part of geography. You can't wish it away. पसंद हो ना पसंद हो, आपको वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा. It's something like, you know, I like to probably watch television, okay, but what I do not like is advertisements. But अगर आपको टीवी देखना है, you have to tolerate the advertisements. I like to eat a particular dish, but the problem is it takes a lot of time to prepare. So that's a part of the product. Maps to आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. You have got no other way out. But what I will recommend is studying maps can be a very interesting exercise. I really can't believe why maps should put off people. Maps is very exciting. Maps is like you are on a free world tour. Maps is like you are seeing places, people, their culture, their history. Okay, map is a very good way of seeing the whole world. Now, I wish, you know, one of my genes that I have is I would love to travel. It's intrinsic part of my personality. Okay, it's intrinsic part of who I am as a person. And if I can't travel, map is a great source of travel. So I don't think map should upset you. But yes, map पढ़ने का तरीका है. There's a way you must study maps. Hemant, you have a question here. I don't teach human part in compression. क्या मतलब है? I do not know what you mean by that. Human part in compression in comparison to physical part. The first time I heard that, Hemant, in fact, most people have accused me of the reverse, that I teach more human part and less of physical part. It's all about what the examination demands. Okay, syllabus is 90% human geography. It's impossible that I will not teach human geography. Okay, so whatever you've heard from, you must clarify from them. Coming back to maps. Maps is okay, an important tool, and it's more about how you study maps. Maps can be very interesting. Okay, knowing about places, how people travel to one place another, the culture, the physiography, what type of climate, what type of landscape there, what type of history, what type of ethnicity. So maps करके आपको अच्छा ही लगेगा. Okay, and Indian maps, okay, that gives you a very good idea about, okay, the entirety of the country. In fact, to support geography students and even GS students, I've put lot of videos on maps on the YouTube. बहुत सारे videos हैं. Okay, I have put on the YouTube how to mark places, details about them, and I plan to record some more videos also. So map to karna padega, one. Now the best way of doing maps is that you study maps while you are studying a concept in a textbook. You study maps while you are studying some ideas of places in your textbook. Aapne NCERT khola and you have read about some location, some state or some river. Open the atlas and see that place. Open the atlas and see that particular river. Okay, think on, okay, what are the content you need and what type of information you need. And if you keep doing this along with your regular, okay, textbook study, map is definitely very enjoyable. So maps ka tarika hota hai, you have to open your atlases. And I always recommend that all of you must have a range of 2 or 3 atlases. So I would recommend you can buy the atlas by Orient Black Swan, atlas by Orient Black Swan publication. You can have an atlas of Oxford publication. You can have an atlas of TTK publication. You also have an atlas called as a Study Today publication. A Study Today publication. Even that will be an interesting one to have, to refer to. So I think 3 or 4 atlases will help you understand a location and involve yourself in knowing the places. Okay, thank you, Urvashi. That's a nice compliment. Harshit, 7th September se, we are starting the advanced course. The foundation batch is starting from 10th of October. Harshit, the foundation course starts from the 10th of October, not in September. Oh, sorry, rather 11th of October, not in September. We had announced 20th September earlier, but we have some issues related to our infrastructure, which is now resolved. So 11th October is we are starting with our foundation classes, Harshit. Okay, so maps, atlas se padho, practice karo, jagah ke bare mein jano, aur to involved raho. Now I tell my students that if you study anything under pressure, where you are mechanically studying without really appreciating what you're studying, your study will always be tiring, your study will always be very exhausting. But agar aap involve hoke padhe, thoda sa maza leke padhe, and know things beyond the regular point, you will enjoy. Anu, advanced course is deeper concepts beyond syllabus, plus concepts related to current affairs, which otherwise foundation course mein nahi kiya jata hai because of time constraints. Not necessary, Keshav, but that's a choice that you have. Thank you so much, Saurav. I'm glad you made sense of the essay topics from the videos that I have shared. Yes, Nilesh. Optional foundation is very different from optional advanced course. Foundation mein aapka base banta hai. Foundation, the example I give you is Nilesh and who else had asked me this question? I think Nilesh. Now see, imagine you are a student of class 11th and 12th. And 11th, 12th mein, you study history and physics and mathematics. What do you think? the content of 11, 12, with all the tests and all the guidance, is that enough to qualify for the IIT examinations? Is it enough to qualify for the IIT entrance test? The answer is no, you're right. So IIT examination preparation, or any, for that matter, any engineering or even NEET, it require an additional content, something of that kind. So your 11th, 12th is something like your foundation course, but you need to have advanced content to qualify. And this applies to geography optional. It also applies to your GS paper also. That is how the advanced course is different from the foundation course. Urvashi, we offer both of them together as a part of what we call as integrated course. Okay. You can join them together. You get some price advantage and cost advantage. Otherwise, you can join foundation alone and join advanced later. And those who have joined foundation earlier, we're starting with the foundation on 27th of September. Good evening, Ashutosh. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, happy to have you, Ashutosh. Okay. Yes, that's a consideration. Let's see what we do that. How to prepare maps? I told you, Prashant, open the atlases and start studying whatever location you come across. Start to mark them and start to study them from the atlas. So as you're reading from the textbook, you keep on studying from the atlas also. That way your map work will be interesting. Plus, I am looking forward to recording some of the map also for on the YouTube. You can have a look at that also. Prashant, I think I answered your question. Any other question you want me to answer about the textbooks, about the course, about the approach? Any other question? Honestly, you know, these are conversations which can go on for a couple of hours. Okay, but these workshops maybe help you have a broad idea. Okay. Yes, yes, Nilesh, correct. Integrated course includes both, correct. Yes. 2019, Urvashi. I think, see, if you have 2 or 3 years of gap, it's always nice if you can redo your enrichment course. अच्छा रहेगा. अगर gap हो चुका है 2-3 साल का, so आप enrichment course कर ले, it will help you. Because the momentum you'll get back, some of the new focus areas, okay, you will know how the examination has now changed. It's advisable, Urvashi, if you can do that. Anisha, पूरा समझा दिया मैंने, एक बार आप recording देख लेना. Okay, you'll get an idea about the difference. Advanced course is what is enrichment. The advanced course is what is enrichment. Anu, आप बस NCERTs देख लें और क्लास में बैठ जाएं, nothing else. और वो भी कोई जरूरत नहीं है अनु, आप हमारे साथ ही NCERTs कर सकती हैं. आप सीधा क्लास में आइए, अक्टूबर 11 से 1 महीने में आपके NCERTs हम करा देंगे. Okay, Prashant, I explained that to you. Okay, vastness is about how you study it. How you study it. Okay, fine, Anisha. I'll see what I can do. Okay, yes, there are many more books, Anisha. I'm happy you read that book. It's a beautiful book. I agree, beautiful book. Okay, in recent times, you know, it will help you zero down on what is the most important thing that you must get into. Yes. I think I have covered all the topics that I want to discuss with you. How to choose optionals, whether geography is scoring or not, what is the design of the course, what are the books you can refer to, how to study maps. The next batch, Debrata, we are starting from October the 11th. October 11th, we are starting off with the next batch. Test series, we are starting from Keshav, from September the 27th. The test series come enrichment course is starting from September 27th. Yes, you can, Anisha, absolutely. You can, but the level required for state services is not as high as you require for the UPSC, okay, civil services. So you have to do some filtering there, otherwise it's relevant. Okay. Yes, Shivam, there is a difference in how GS is answered and how optionals are answered. That you can know only when you are discussing as a part of your course. Ashutosh. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. How much part you teach? Hemant, and Dimple Madam, we cover together. So approximately about 50% of discussions we share. Me and Dimple Madam, okay, and our team will share the courses together. Yes, Shantanu, you can join online, and because of online, you also will get recordings. Aapko mil jayenge, Shantanu. And we have also started giving recordings to our offline students also, with the condition that the offline students can view the recording for 3 days. So you do get your recordings if you join online and also for offline. October 11th, we are starting off, Nilesh. Yes. Okay. Anisha, you can reach our team or website mein inquiry hai. Okay. Somebody from the office will help you take admission. Anything else you want me to answer? Anything else about the course, about subject? I think the most important thing that you get from workshop is you get to probably know who I am as a person, as a teacher. Okay, तो आप मेरा चेहरा देख के थोड़ा सा आप इवैल्यूएट करोगे कि नाक कैसा है, आंखें कैसी हैं, okay, मेरी जुल्फें कैसी हैं. Okay, you evaluate me, you probably run your own software program in judging how I speak. Okay, so I think in most cases workshops के ही काम होता है. So if you're interested, and maybe of course you know about the subject too, so I hope I have left a good impression for most of you. Okay, I hope I have left a nice impression for most of you to join us, or at least be guided by our courses and our programs. Course कब तक खत्म होगा? अनीशा, अक्टूबर में शुरू होके 2023 के अप्रैल मई में फाउंडेशन कोर्स खत्म होगा. Starting from October 11, 2023 April May, okay, the foundation course will get over, and thereafter the advanced course will start. The GS course has begun, Debrata. It has already been 3 days since we had our classes. Okay, thank you so much, Arpit. Happy to have you in the class, although I moved on from there. Yes, Prashant Singh, you can join our enrichment course. Enrichment course is about answer writing, geography optional mein. Answer writing, advanced discussions, test series. They're starting from September the 27th. How to cover current affairs. It's part of a program again. You can join that. Advanced course, Anisha, will start from next year, September. You cannot be part of advanced course now. Advanced course will make sense only after you have done the foundation course. After you have done the foundation course, Anisha. Right then, I think that's about it. I could have discussed in about 1 hour's time. I hope I help you. If nothing, at least I get to speak to all of you. Okay, fine. Saurav, excellent. Okay, I hope, Saurav, you have no regrets. You have no regrets. Rupesh, we always are a team. I take bulk of the classes foundation mein. In the advanced courses, we split between the teachers and the faculties. I will be part of the team, but I will not be taking all the classes. In the foundation, I take about 70–80% of the classes, and in the advanced enrichment, I take 50% of the classes. Arpit, only when you have done the course once, that is when it will make sense to you. Yes, Rupesh, in the foundation courses, yes. Statistics of in top 100. Top 100 में Chaitanya, we generally have around 15 to 20 students from geography. उस range में invariably रहता है across all major optionals in the top 100. Last time we had, I think, 4 to 5 students in the top 40 ranks. Okay, about 5 or 6 of them in top 40. The rest are okay thereafter. Thank you so much, Prashant. Thank you so much. Chaitanya, I hope I answered your question. Okay, so that's about it. Nice to have connected with all of you. Nice to have had a conversation, and I hope the session helped you. And thank you for staying with me. Look forward to more such videos. I'm thinking of launching some series on current affairs and on maps also. Do join us. It'll be lovely interacting with all of you. Thank you all. Bye-bye. My wishes to all of you. Stay healthy, be happy. Okay. And take care. Bye-bye.